Hey there, fellow car nerds. Welcome back to MG Guy Vintage Vehicles. Greg here with a new Pro Street Friday video. You'll find links in the video description below for each of these vehicles. Alright, enough talk. Let's get on with today's Pro Street vehicles for sale. Alright then, let's get started with this 1932 Fiat 500 Topolino, listed for $28,500 Canadian in Port Coquitlam, British Columbia. It is an automatic transmission, listed in excellent condition, and from the seller's description. 1932 Fiat 500 Topolino, all steel body, 350 bored and stroked, 40 over with a TH350 trans, 12 bolt, tunnel ram, 2 4-barrel carbs, headers, lumpy cam, registered and insured, everything in good working order. May consider part trade for pre-1970 muscle car. Sorry, no bikes or boats. And up next we have this 1964.5 Mustang, listed for $28,500 US in DeSoto, Kansas. Its condition is listed as used like new, and from the seller's description. 289 engine, less than 2,000 miles since rebuilt, steel crank, forged pistons, solid lift cam, 12.8 compression, hooker headers, Flowmaster 40 series exhaust, tubbed, 33x20 Sportsman Pro rear tires with center lines, 4-link coilover suspension, 8-point roll cage, 9-inch Ford rear end from a 1958 Fairlane 500, 543 roll lock gears, 33 spline Moser axles. It is absolutely streetable. I have kept it tagged, not interested in trades. Alright, here's the first of a couple of gassers today. A 1937 Dodge Gasser Coupe, listed for $35,000 US in Mims, Florida. It has an automatic transmission and listed in excellent condition. From the seller's description, 1937 Dodge Coupe Gasser, all steel body with not a speck of rust and no bodywork, 100% rust free, extremely healthy 383 stroker with tunnel ram and dual Holley carbs, oversized oil pan, MSD ignition, turbo 350 trans with shift kit and manual valve body, 9-inch rear end with good axles and third member, fires right up and runs and drives very nice. Alright, here we have a pretty sweet looking 1967 Chevrolet Nova, listed for $30,000 US in Keensburg, Colorado. It is an automatic transmission, and from the seller's description, 327, bored 80 over, KB flat top aluminum pistons, TH350 transmission with Red Eagle kit, cold case radiator, Darrell fan, Darrell transcooler, flamethrower CDI system, MSD distributor, Edelbrock Performer RPM intake manifold, new steering, lowering front springs, all new ball joints, brakes, bearings, converted from 4-lug to 5-lug all around, braced front and subframe, 10-bolt rear from an 80s G body, Lakewood traction bars, painless full wiring kit, new roll cage. Okay, here we have a 1974 Dodge Colt, listed for $25,000 US in Crestview, Florida. It is an automatic transmission, and from the seller's description, 74 Dodge Colt, stretched version, 440, all lights work. This is a 2-seater street legal drag car, fiberglass hood and deck lid. Okay, here we have a 1951 Henry J, listed for $25,000 US in Newark, Ohio. It's been driven 60,000 miles and has an automatic transmission. From the seller's description, 1951 Henry J, 2-door sedan, 350 turbo, 9-inch forward rear, S10 front, have front bumper and inner fenders. Get in and go, 25,000 or best offer. Will trade for Anglia or small Pro Street car. Alright, I have to say I love the color on this thing. It's this deep blue. I just love it. Here we have a 1936 Chevy 5-window custom Pro Street Coupe, listed for $49,850 US in Verdi, Nevada. Its condition is listed as used like new, and from the seller's description, original Chevy steel body with glass fenders. The tubbed rear houses a shortened forward 9-inch rear end. Up front is a Mustang 2 independent suspension with rack and pinion steering, 454 with 871 blower, turbo 350 trans. The interior is complete and beautiful. See photos with power windows, etc. $6,000 in new mechanical parts go with the sale. And up next is another gasser. Here we have a 1965 Dodge Dart GT gasser, listed for $35,000 US in Spencerport, New York. Its condition is listed as used like new, and from the seller's description, 1965 Dart GT gasser, 400 block, 452 cubic inch, 727 transmission, 8 3/4 inch rear end with 430 gears, straight axle front end, set for the street, all gauges and lights work, full exhaust. May consider trade for matching numbers 70 to 71 E body or 69 to 70 B body. Alright, here we have a 1955 Chevy 210 Delray Pro Street, listed for $45,000 US in Belvedere, Wisconsin. Its condition is listed as used good, and from the seller's description, 1955 Chevy Pro Street 210 Del Rey, 454 engine, Edelbrock 2.0 Performer manifold, 390 horsepower, 427 heads, Holley carb, turbo 400 trans with B&M shift kit, 2800 stall converter, rear end 4 9-inch 410 gears. And bringing up the rear very nicely is this 1963 Plymouth Belvedere, listed for $26,500 Canadian in Chatham, Kent, Ontario. It has an automatic transmission, and from the seller's description, 1963 Plymouth Belvedere, 354 Hemi, professionally built by Atchison Machine, wind 671 blower, single 850 Holley double pumper. Older paint job is showing its age. Zero rust top to bottom, so will be an easy repaint if desired. Seats need to be recovered. Currently it has slip covers. This car is set up for street cruising, runs 180 degrees in traffic. Car has never been down the drag strip. Okay, so that's it for today's vehicles. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you are enjoying my content, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the join button below or using the link in the channel details below the video. For about the price of a cup of coffee per month, you will not only be helping me produce these videos, but you'll have access to each and every video before they go live on YouTube, usually around 24 hours ahead of the videos going live. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.